Hi, everybody. This is Joe Mitchell, activateyourgreatness.com. And I am again doing something at 9 in the evening, which is a little late for me, but I've been involved in a conference, seminar, workshop, whatever you might want to call it. And it's been great. And it just didn't allow me to do my normal 7 o'clock. So here I am. And what I'd like to do tonight is talk to you about confidence. That's what we've been talking about for a while, and we will continue to talk about confidence for a while. So it's an important subject. It's a very important subject. And the reason that it's important is because with confidence, so much is possible. Without confidence, you just can't do it. So this is what I'm prescribing is gain unstoppable confidence. And then once you gain unstoppable confidence, decide what you want to do with it and put it into a direction and make it happen. Now, for me, it's got to be directed into my business. It can be directed into other areas as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a non-business area today so that you can see the power of this, okay, especially when you combine it with tapping. Now, you know that I wrote this book called The Art of Joyful Achieving. And in this book, I talk about tapping as a very powerful technique to increase your ability to get in touch with your power and release the things that are stopping you. So that's what we want to do is we want to use tapping to powerfully help us to gain confidence. And one of the things that I've been talking about in the last couple of days and I want to continue to talk about is affirmations and how to use tapping and affirmations together. And I want to take a little bit of a different spin tonight, which I think will be very interesting if you've been following the other stuff, because I want to show you how we're not just talking about increasing abilities, but we're also talking about increasing physical abilities, physical attributes. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at some health affirmations tonight. And again, this is the 10-minute educator. We're not going to take a lot of time. We never do. And the whole idea is for you to get a very simple, very practical something that you can use in a short period of time. So let's get to it. Okay. So let's talk about affirmations and tapping. Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to power up our affirmations by tapping as we say those affirmations. So let's look at the affirmations that we're going to say tonight. And then, so these are the health affirmations. And these are the affirmations. Maybe I should get smaller a little bit so you can see them more clearly. Okay, so these are the health affirmations. We'll work on 2 of them. Okay, and that is we'll work on the first 2. My body is full of energy and strength, and I feel wonderful and alive. Okay, so the first thing you want to do whenever you're doing any kind of work with tapping, or when you're ever doing any kind of work with generally taking yourself to a new level, what you want to do is you want to gauge where you are presently. And what we do with tapping is we use what's called the SUDS approach, so it's the subjective units of distress. So we focus on to what extent are you distressed? So what we use it, so the way that I like to do it is we take the statement, let's say the body is full of energy, and we do the opposite. My body is not full of energy and strength. And then what we do is we rate that on a scale from 0, which is that's totally not true. My body is full of energy and strength, to 10, which is my body is definitely not full of energy and strength. So rate it on a scale from 0 to 10. Now you might, it's 9 o'clock here on the East Coast. I don't know where you are or what time you're watching this, but you may be exhausted. This may be one of those times when you say, my body is not full of energy and strength, and that might be an 8. you might feel like, I am really not full of energy and strength right now. Okay, so likewise, I really want you to get the idea of how to do this. Okay, so likewise, when I say I feel wonderful and alive, we take the opposite of that. I don't feel wonderful and alive, and we rate that on a scale from 0 to 10. So on a scale from 0 to 10, how not wonderful and alive do you feel? So not wonderful, like if you're at a 10, you feel terrible. And if you're at a 0, you feel well. So it's kind of a little bit reversed from a lot of times what we normally do. So got that. So what is your rating? I feel wonderful and alive. Okay. I right now am at about a, I don't feel wonderful and alive. I'm about a 3. Okay. So let's start tapping as we say these affirmations. Okay. So we're going to start here. Okay. My body is full of energy and strength. And what we want to do is we want to try to feel that. My body is full of energy and strength. Tapping under here, my body is full of energy and strength. Tap along with me if you can. My body is full of energy and strength. Underneath here, my body is full of energy and strength. My body is full of energy and strength. My body is full of energy and strength. Right under the collarbone here. My body's full of energy and strength. And top of the head, my body is full of energy and strength. I feel wonderful and alive. I feel wonderful and alive. Let me come a little so you can really see me. I feel wonderful and alive. 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 And then take a deep breath. Now, what you want to notice is, do you feel more alive? Do you feel more full of energy and strength than you did when we started? Now, sometimes you need to get up and stand and move and stretch and all that, but what you should notice is that even with a little bit of tapping, we only tap for a minute, maybe a minute and a half, even with a little bit of tapping, that this improved your energy. Okay, so it doesn't only improve your thoughts or your beliefs or your emotions, it also improves your energy. So that's the lesson for today. Is when you tap, when you say affirmations are very useful. And if you go online and just look up affirmations and just tap along with the affirmations and notice how you let go. Now I'm at a 2 or a 1 in terms of any sort of distress or feeling of tiredness or whatever. I'm much more energized. And I think that if you tapped along with me, that you probably are experiencing the same thing. So thank you so much for watching. I have a couple of free chapters for you at activateyourgreatness.com. So please feel free to go get those free chapters. And in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow. I think we're going to do another 9 o'clock tomorrow. But I am very much glad that you joined us. And thank you again for activating your greatness. And I hope this is helpful to you. Be well.